Johnson. Johnson swings it to Ledovich, extra feed. Williams doesn't take the jumper. Instead, it's Anderson. That's for three. Bottom.
You're going to get wide open shots. Remember, Philly
with Young. Bumping bodies. Johnson lights it.
Yeah, and that's the one situation that you will let the team kind of freelance a little bit.
The steal by Johnson. Williams a three. Buries it.
Big. Just what this team needs coming off of a loss. You're home. And this is a terrific play in the post. Joe Johnson almost unguardable down there. His balance terrific. He finishes, and then the presence of mind to find the basketball. Deron Williams for three. Nets up early. Harder to run on a made basket for the Sixers.
And Williams just tweaks something. To Ledovich. Nails it from long range. It's a feed of Young. Opportunity here for Brooklyn. Anderson. Instead of the pull-up pop, he finds the corner jump. Joe Johnson, the rainbow delivery.
Do you think? Now, this was never really a selfish team into the floor, but I guess the best case scenario out of that is that we make a bucket after that, is what Ledovich is saying. I'm going to make these. No need to have a high amount of turnovers in this game.
Williams, skip pass. Johnson's open. Bottom.
I mean, you're really, the red team on defense right now, at least in this spring at will, you're making any pass that you want to. You have to keep it tight.
Williams lines it up and put it on the board. It's a three.
Man, never know what you'll find.
Williams. Pretty move. Williams. What a setup! And Trey Blatch the throwdown.
His teammates making sure he keeps it going.
Well,
and here, D. Will putting on a little dribbling showcase. Black saying, all right, pick or pop, pick and roll. I'm going to slip. Finishes hard. Nets up 29-17.
Difference Makers. It's brought to you by the United States Marine Corps.
I just want to play a little song for you, some music here. And the music is the sound of the ball going through the rim. We call that string music where I'm from, Ian. It's just a beautiful song. One more. And 6 of 11 from three-point range.
Now it's Williams. Drive and kick. Williams lines it up. He knocks it down, shooting the ball fluidly from three-point territory.
Way to take control and really.
It's the Nets pushing the pace. Get into their offense quickly. Backdoor. Blatch. Off the feed from Garnett. And Trey Blatch with a flush.
Teams expect KG to shoot that ball from the top. They're going to stand around and watch.
Roten goes down. Jess gets up. Ledovich buries a triple. Here's a Ledovich. Went floater.
Great defense by D. Will right there, Ian. Staying in front of the guy, contesting.
Joe Johnson, a deep ball. Brett Brown takes the timeout.
Joe spotting up. D. Will letting his guys get to their spots. Nets Will in control of this one.
Overall, offensive-minded player, drafted 20th overall by San Antonio in 2010. Johnson, an open look. He knocks it down.
Terrific basketball. I mean, that ball is not sticking in anyone's hand. They know exactly where it.
Rebound, Johnson. Up ahead for Garnett. 14-3 Nets in the third. Joe Johnson! That is deep. Park Slope deep.
And what you meant was, that's a good 2.5 feet. The reason Philly is struggling this season.
Johnson, hot hand. It's a heat check. Joe Johnson from long range. The glass. Williams swings it. Pierce doesn't take the three. Joe Johnson will. Yes.
Don't you love to see the unselfishness? You're talking about a 10-time All-Star Paul Pierce.
Probably the biggest surprise in the NBA this season.
Absolutely.
The way they've come together. Oh! He can't miss! Joe Johnson, scorching hot.
Leading them here. D. Will says, stay hot. And when you make threes, you feel good, so good. You come down the other end with a block shot by Joe Johnson. and you're not done with the third quarter, and you have 28 points, it's because you have made 6 3-pointers in that quarter. That's exactly what Joe Johnson has done, and all of them awful passes from his teammates. And he is hot and feeling it. And there's the last one. All of those barely hit any rim. And I know coaches don't want to hear this, but Joe Johnson did not practice yesterday.
Nets did not play well at the end of the second quarter. They allowed Philly to cut it to 10. Johnson pull up. There it is. Joe Johnson. A new career high at 3-pointers. 96-71. We're down to 35 seconds to go in the third. Johnson. Step back. Oh! He can't miss! Joe Johnson! And the foul!
Joe Johnson, if he is not feeling it, then I don't know who would. I mean, that is just tremendous. No airspace whatsoever, and all you can do is shake your head. And Joe Johnson, give us a little smile, man. There it is, just a little one.
And he converts. Season with an Achilles injury. Anderson catch and shoot. He's got it. A 3.
The defense right now, individually, team by the Sixers, just
Blatch to the hoop. Andre Blatch with purpose. Brown and his coaching staff.
Blatch, we talked about it, almost unguardable when he wants to be. That's in control.
High expectations, star-studded roster. Shengelia clears it for Pierce, lines it up, and he knocks it down. It's a 3. That is 18 3-pointers now for the Brooklyn Nets. Headed ahead for Tyshawn Taylor, who's in along with Toko Shengelia.
If I'm Tyshawn Taylor, I'm taking advantage of this opportunity to finding Paul Pierce. That's an assist. Tyshawn can learn from this too. Play the right way.
Now there's a chance that Sir Paul McCartney might be over there as well. Donnie, think he's a Net fan after tonight?
Well, if he doesn't catch a shirt, I think he's going to be upset.
Well, that's a good point.
Wouldn't you think? Well, we are in Brooklyn. Wouldn't you think, though, someone would say
team record for threes in a game, 20. Came against Denver, January 11, 2012. Pierce ties the record as he knocks down the triple. 20th 3 of the night for Brooklyn. Strong work ethic and effort. Livingston. That's a new Nets record. 21 3-pointers for Brooklyn.
it's something you just really don't want to have to get into. You know what I mean? The pressure. You know, you already have made your decision.
Final 2 minutes and change. Livingston, the fake to the rim, shovels, Plumlee, reverse jam.
But finally a pass that he can catch, as we show you on the Yesmo, and him adding some extra flair to it. But the two or three previous passes he couldn't catch. I mean,
very much. Joe Johnson, not a big shocker here. He's the player of the game, presented by your local Tri-Honda dealers. 37 points for Johnson, 10 of 14 from three-point territory. He scored 29 in the third quarter. And that's a new career high for him in three-pointers made and points in a quarter as well for Joe Johnson. We'll come back. More to come from Brooklyn, where the Nets dominate the 76ers 130-94.